Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Roger Scott. I'm the head trader for Wealthpress. Today is Wednesday, July 21st. July's almost gone. We're going to get into August, and then kids go back to school, or maybe not, depending on the COVID-19 season. I mean, they've been already pushed back twice. The starting date has been pushed back twice. God only knows what's going to happen. But as I always say, let's get into the market. Today, I want to talk about the news. I want to talk about one sector that I'm really bullish on. I want to explain to you why I'm bullish on this sector. And then I want to give you a couple of picks in that sector. Doesn't sound that bad, right? All right, let's get into it right now. So, world shares mostly lower Wednesday. Again, renewed worries over COVID-19. U.S. futures were lower. President Trump's statement that the pandemic will likely get worse before it gets better had very little impact. We already know that. Hong Kong index tumbled 2% after its health minister warned the city is at higher risk of outbreaks. Authorities made wearing masks at public transports and public indoor areas confirmed 2,000 areas number. Yeah, I'm just looking at this. It's just bad. 2,000 cases pushed over 2,000. Australia, hard-hitting Victoria State reported 484 new cases. Not good at all. Adding to the unease was the report, U.S. Census of Disease Control, number of COVID-19 cases in some states higher than reported. My wife has a friend who works at the Mayo Clinic here. And Mayo Clinic is one of the biggest hospitals in the country. And she says the numbers, the statistics are just all over the place. They can't get an actual statistic. And that's really bad, because if we can't get a really hard number, then how do we know how many people are getting cured, how many people are infected, how the vaccines are working? I mean, we don't know anything if the statistics are skewed. So that's a big issue. What a mess this COVID-19 is. Uncertainty over prospects for more financial aid to Americans and U.S. businesses is also casting a shadow. Well, we don't even know how the $2.2 trillion is going to wash out. It's too early. We're trying to fix something where we don't know how bad damage is going to be. The Republican Party and Democrats remain divided over how much support is needed. That will always be the case. Federal Reserve's effort to support markets and expectations that Washington eventually will push more financial aid to help Americans weather the economy has been key. And among big companies reporting this week, we are full in on earnings. This is the second, or actually third big week, and now we are in tech. Big banks reported. Now we have a mixed bag. We got Microsoft, Tesla, Intel, AT&T, Twitter. Thursday, we got Verizon and American Express on Friday. So again, Microsoft and Tesla report today. That's going to be a big day for tech. Tomorrow, we got Intel, AT&T, and Time Warner, and Twitter. I keep saying Time Warner, Twitter. And then Verizon and American Express on Friday. And again, crude oil dropped a little bit, but we're still at a reasonable point. We're still at a point where we're not bleeding. And that is key. Now, today, as far as data, we've got existing home sales. That's coming out at 10. And then on Friday, we've got new home sales. Now, I'm very, very focused on home sales, and I'm going to explain to you why. This is the PennyMac Financial Services Index. This is the largest, or one of the two largest, finance companies, mortgage companies for residential mortgages in the country. And look at what they're doing. Look at these prices over 9 months. This is over a year. This is over 2 years. This is over 3 years. This is over 5 years. This is over 10 years. Are you starting to see the point? It's making all-time highs. I'm going to spell it out for you. Residential mortgages are on the rise. Refinances and new home sales. Why? Because the Fed says they're not going to raise interest rates till 2022, I believe, if I'm correct. I believe it's 2022, which means there's going to be a cap on interest rates, which means a lot of people want that 3% mortgage. Look, a lot of people are moving to different cities that are less crowded because of COVID-19. A lot of people are refinancing their homes. A lot of people are buying new homes. Remember, this is not a financial market downturn. We're not in an official bear market. We're in a medical downturn. So a lot of people still have money, and a lot of people have more money because they got money from the Fed. They weren't fired. And they saved money because they're not traveling or going anywhere for the summer with their kids. So a lot of people actually have more money. Either way you cut it, home mortgages Refinances, they're going up. If you don't believe me, all you have to look at this chart. I gave a buy signal on this just a few days ago. I believe it was Monday, actually. We were right here, now we're higher. I like this congestion following a breakout. So I'm very bullish on this stock. But what happens when people buy homes? What happens when people refinance homes? They start doing home improvement projects, right? They start repainting their homes. They start doing gardening work. They start adding decks. They start doing all sorts of things to improve their homes. All right. So, for example, Sherwood Williams. Let me show you. I love this stock right now. I'm very bullish on this stock right now. Notice breaking out right now. SHW, Sherwood Williams, it paints. They offer paint. When people buy homes, they repaint. I bought this house 2 years ago. The first thing I did is I went to the Sherwood Williams store up the street, and I got paint from my contractor, Joe, who painted the house inside and out. The bottom line is Sherwood Williams paint. People refinance homes. They do home improvements. Why? Because sometimes when people refinance homes, what do? They take a little extra money out, a little extra cushion, because now they have a lower payment. So instead of taking a lower payment, they take more equity out and they repaint homes. What else do people do? They start planting things, planting trees. The second thing I did is I put some palm trees out here, and I created some more landscaping. Miracle Grow, Scott Miracle Grow, also marijuana. That you need this Scott Miracle Grow for plants. Let me show you what they do. Fertilizer, consumer products for lawn, garden, and care. Fertilizer. They help you grow. And look at the company. 140% growth in the last 5 years. But I got a couple of more. That's what I wanted to show you today. I showed you those earlier in the week, but I want to show you these. Top Build, insulation products. All right. What do people do when new homes are being built? Look at this thing. It's near all-time highs. 3-month high. 1 year high, 2-year high. We're all-time highs. Let me show you some. This is Lennar Homes. It's one of the top 3 or 4 home builders in the country. Look at that. That's an all-time high. Or no, it's not an all-time high. That's the highest price since last year. But let's go higher. Yeah, it's actually, we're right now testing the highest highs. So Leonard Homes. You see the point? How about HD Horton? Here we go, DHI. Another huge. Look at that. You think it's a coincidence? Sherwood Williams near all-time highs. DR Horton near all-time highs. PennyMac, the largest mortgage originator. Residential market. I got one more for you. Trex. They do decking. Look at that. Near all-time highs. It's not a coincidence, folks. Look at that. Nice congestion making highs. Look at their profile. Wood, decking, and railings. So again, and look at their 5-year return. Almost 500%. So again, I like Trex. I like this stock a lot. Ticker symbol Trex. I like BLD. Top Build, insulation, and decking is going to be big. I like Sherwood Williams. I mentioned this earlier in this week. Very, very, very good stock. And the other one, what were we talking about? There was one more. It was Sherwood Williams and PennyMac Financial Services, PFSI. Home builders, home mortgage, and home builders, and anything for the home. Look at Wayfair. They sell furniture that you can buy online for the home. Look at this thing. Are you starting to get the point? And here's the other cool thing. Usually, real estate market, commercial and real estate, they move together. Okay? But right now, commercial real estate is dead. People are working from home. COVID-19, Twitter announced they're going to be working from home forever. I think Facebook, Google. Our company, we had 70 people in our office. Now we have 6 because people are working from home. So home improvements, homes furnishings, repainting home, not business. Separate residential and commercial real estate. You've got money pouring into one and money pouring out of the other. All right, so stay away from commercial real estate and stay with something related to residential real estate. BLD is very good, as I said. Trex is very good. I like these stocks a lot. Sherwood Williams is great. Anything to do with home building, home furniture, home supplies, refinancing. Think about all the stuff people do when they buy homes. And by the way, I want to show you something else that's cool. Basic materials, right? When people build homes, what do they need? Basic materials. Look where it is right now. Let me show you the sector. Up 8.61% over the last 30 days. Basic materials has outperformed technology stocks. And guess what sector all of these companies that I'm talking about, this Sherwood Williams, this Top Build, this Trex, basic materials. So again, I've showed you 5 different ways to cash in on refinance, on new mortgages, on new home sales. And I'm telling you right now, that sector has overtaken technology. Nobody's talking about this, but we are, and I want you to get in on it now. Now, folks, I got something else for you today. What if you can count down the days to your next trade victory? Literally, count down. Well, thanks to Lance Ippolito's so-called free ride system, it's finally possible for the average trader. Yes, it is possible to count down to your next trade victory. You see, by exploiting a relatively unknown public calendar, you can count down to timed stock explosions. I mean explosions, allowing you to see potential gains of 11,000, 13,900. How about $24,520 without risking a single penny on your initial stake? Unknown public calendar? You can't afford to miss this. You got to check out this free ride system, all right? Doesn't it sound great? I mean, really, potential gains of $11,012, $13,900, $24,520. Sounds really good to me. I'm going to check this out. Click on the link below to learn how to catch free rides to winning trades. Free rides to winning trades. I love it. Follow this link. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.